Well, hello, welcome back, guys. Waiting for the analysts to come in so that we can begin with our post match analysis. Sanma is the first one here. Well, a few others are joining now as well. What an amazing game we've had. Just waiting for my two analysts, Kaustubh and Shruti. Obviously, Kaustubh will be the happier one today.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Here they are.
Hi.
Amazing victory for RCB, Kaustubh. I obviously didn't expect them to perform so well at a pitch such as Chepauk, but then 200 was a massive.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, AB de Villiers there at the end was the game changer. Even in the last stream, I said that everyone must confess, every head must bow, every tongue must confess. He is the greatest of all time.
Well, and that's where KKR lost the game. Do you agree with that, Shruti? In the death overs where AB changed the game.
Yeah, Maxwell was playing pretty well, but then when Maxwell got out, ABD just started firing up. And yeah, like our death bowling was very weak. ABD was just brilliant, I think.
Well, you talked about Andre Russell in the pre-match analysis and how his death bowling was so effective. In fact, it was the opposite today. His death bowling went away at an economy of 17 runs per over, and he fired with the bat today. So that's something for the pitch at least.
Yeah, he did try to win the match for us in the second innings towards the end. In the second last over, I just think he should have taken the singles. He didn't take 4 singles. I think could have been 4 singles, but yeah, he just didn't do that. But yeah, at least he tried, and he did fire up with bat today. But
Well,
RCB won.
yeah. Well, talking about RCB and their innings, it was 8 for the loss of 2. Chakravarti was all over the RCB lineup, but then Glenn Maxwell seemed to have been batting on a completely different pitch, Kaustubh.
Yeah, the counter attack that Maxwell did, that was phenomenal and it was required. And it was not just the senseless thrashing. It was very sensible. It took his chances. He waited for the loose ball and then he capitalized on the opportunities that were given to him. Maxwell playing this year he's been a completely different beast.
Yeah.
We can just relate him with the MCU's Marvel. Like earlier, he just used to come and smash at things. Like whatever he sees, he wants to smash.
Yeah.
But today he was like the Infinity Wars. Oh, sorry, the Endgame, the Professor Hulk.
Well, I'll tell you who will be the most disappointed today. It will be KL Rahul and Preeti Zinta because they released Maxwell, and you see what he's doing at RCB now. But jokes aside, Shruti, do you think Chakravarti should have continued with another over because he was bowling pretty well? In his first over, he got a couple of wickets, and do you think there might have been a chance that he might have picked up Maxwell in his second over as well?
Yeah, there was a possibility because he was bowling beautifully. We did get Virat Kohli's wicket, and not on 0, but at least on 5. So yeah, there could have been one more wicket, but yeah, Maxwell just looked too good for anyone to take his wicket at the starting. He came out all guns blazing and just was hitting the ball everywhere. So
Yeah. Now talking about ABD's innings once again. Russell tried to bowl him the Yorker. He tried to bowl the slow deliveries. He tried to bowl the bouncers, even the slower bouncers. ABD just dispatched all of them out of the park, either for a 4 or a 6. He used his skills. So 360-degree player, Kaustubh. He's invaluable to your team.
Definitely, he is invaluable to any team he plays for. And this is what ABD does. That is his power forte, and he does what he does. There is no competition for him. There is no comparison for him. Yeah, I mean, there are just no words to describe AB de Villiers. He's just a level above everyone else. He just sashes Bumrah for that. I mean, when Bumrah even bowls to him, he looks like a preschooler. I still remember the one innings.
Yeah.
And Russell was just another chump for him.
And not to forget, he did that to Dale Steyn and many other fast bowlers as well, even to Rabada,
Malinga.
To Malinga as well. So today he striked at a massive rate of 223, 76 of 34 balls, 9 fours and 3 sixes in his innings. So he was absolutely stunning out there. And not to forget Glenn Maxwell as well, providing the much needed 78. Although it was a 160 strike rate, we are saying 160, but it's still a big strike rate. But I feel that sealed the game for RCB. Coming to the chase for KKR now. Shruti, do you think KKR could have calculated their chase much more practically, because they lost way too many wickets in the first 10 overs?
Yeah, like the first, Gill started playing pretty well, but then he just threw away his wicket. It was a brilliant catch by Dan Christian, the substitute. But yeah, they had to come and just start hitting the ball, because 205 on a Chennai pitch is a very big thing. And yeah, the pitch did get slow and slow as the inning progressed. And
Yeah.
yeah, everybody just got out. And
You know,
RCB
adding to
did take
sorry,
wickets
go
on
on.
a regular interval. So yeah, RCB bowling has improved a lot.
Yeah.
You know, adding to that, one thing I would like to say is by the 15th over, both teams had the similar score. Both were 160 plus. And I think the main difference that KKR and RCB had today was AB de Villiers.
Yes.
What AB de Villiers did in the last 5 overs, that was phenomenal. That was the point where the RCB won.
Well, exactly. And we also must not forget that Harshal Patel had bowled a couple of overs in the middle overs of the innings, and he was high on confidence. So in the death overs, he could perform much more better as well. But talking about Jamieson, he was slightly expensive today, 41 runs in his 3 overs. Do you think, I mean, he took 3 wickets, but do you think that he was over expensive today, or did he try too many variations, Kaustubh?
Even in the pre-match show, we talked about him. He's not adjusting very well to the Indian pitch lengths. I mean, on the Indian pitches, you have to just bowl a little bit too short because the bounce is not that much.
Yeah.
So he's bowling too full and he's just landing it up in the slot. And looking at the Charles form, even though he did pick up 2 wickets, at the end, what Russell did to him, you could clearly see Virat Kohli giving him some pleasantries. And since Chahal is being out of form, I think Jamieson has to perform as well, because the RCB does not have any Indian leg spinner. So the only leg spinner option they have is oh shit, I forgot his name. Adam Zampa. The only leg spinner they have is the overseas option, Adam Zampa. So Navdeep Saini being in the back, Chahal has to perform, because Jamieson and Chahal both not performing and options being available, they have to perform. Kohli doesn't shy away from changing the 11, even when they are winning.
Well, I'm getting a question here in the question box. Was the bowling more wise by the RCB, or the pitch went slow? Your thoughts on it, Shruti?
I think it's a bit of both. The pitch did get slow, and RCB has amazing bowling lineup. I think after a long time, Harshal Patel is Patel is bowling really well, and yeah, even Chahal got his first wicket today in this season. He did go for Andre Russell did hit him a lot in 1 over, but he looked pretty well. So I think it's a bit of both.
Okay, fair enough. Shruti mentioned about Chahal's first wicket in the IPL this season. How do you think he adapted to the Chennai conditions? Because first 2 matches were just horrific for him, Kaustubh.
Sorry, I did not get that. Could you say that again?
Yeah, talking about Yuzvendra Chahal picking up his first 2 wickets of the IPL this season. What do you think he did different from the first two matches and here? Because the first two matches that he bowled were absolutely horrific for him.
I think he was tossing the ball very up. He was confident about himself, and whatever Kohli planned for him, he was bowling according to that. And batsman not being in the form, that helped him as well, because he was the one being confident and going for it rather than batsman, giving him back like the Andrew Russell did.
Well, Mithilesh has a question here. Aggressive approach is the best approach on this kind of a wicket. Kaustubh, would you like to answer that?
In first 6 overs, yes, definitely. That is what we discussed in the pre-match also. You have to maximize on the power play, and then rest of the things you just have to grind out. And that's exactly what RCB did. And ABD just put the cherry on the top. He just did what he does always. I mean, he's the only batsman who's been successful in the last 5 overs.
Well, exactly. AB de Villiers is certainly a key factor for RCB in the last 5 overs, but yeah, even I agree with your point that the first 6 overs are crucial for any team. Because obviously because of the restrictions as well as the hard new ball. Coming to Shruti, where do you think KKR lost the game? Because in the what were your thoughts in the mid innings break? Do you think 205 was chaseable, or were you nervous?
I will not lie. I was a bit nervous because yeah, the pitch was supposed to get slow and it did happen. And yeah, AB de Villiers and Maxwell just made it more and more hard for us to win the match. 205 is a very good score on Chennai pitch.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a bit concerning. Our bowlers didn't deliver in the first innings, which they should have. But yeah, I think we lost the match probably in the first innings, but in the second innings we just threw away our wickets, and RCB's bowlers were amazing.
Well, certainly you could see KKR, on Morgan boys just feel my voice there, but, yeah, Kaustubh, coming to
So there are some fans here.
yeah. Well, coming to the same question for you, do you think 205 was where you won the game?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it time and again. The every de Villiers show won us the game. Like in the last 5 hours, all the matches in IPL, nobody has done it. Only he has done it. The scoring in the last 5 hours, that is the crucial part, and that is what the difference between the two innings was. The last 5 hours, where all the majority runs came for RCB. So, AB de Villiers show did win us the match. That was the difference.
Well, certainly a Superman show by AB de Villiers. And a question to you, Shruti, once again. Are KKR too dependent on Nitish Rana? Morgan is not firing, nor is Dinesh Karthik. So, do you think too dependent on Nitish Rana and Shubman Gill at the top now?
Yeah, I mean, with the Ahmed Lauder didn't deliver today also. Russell did play 30. He did score 30 runs, but on Morgan failed and Dinesh Karthik got out on a single digit. So at this point, I think they are very much dependent on Rana and Gill. But yeah, even they couldn't play well. Shubman Gill got out on, I think, in his 20s today. So yeah, it is a bit concerning that they are just dependent on their openers at this point.
Well, KKR now have lost 2 consecutive matches, and RCB, on the other hand, have won 3 matches on the trot. So, a very, very positive sign for Virat Kohli and his men. But we've got another match coming up in about 5 minutes from now. So, let me just quickly ask you, what are your predictions for the game, being a neutral fan now? Because your matches are done, but there is still cricket to be played. So, Punjab or Delhi, who would you go, starting with Kaustubh?
And you have put me in a tough spot. Like I'm a big fan of Ajinkya Rahane. I love him to the death. But my heart goes for Punjab, man. They are grinding out for last 2 years. I mean, and just for Preeti Zinta, I would like Punjab to win. I just want to see her smile.
Okay, well, that's an interesting choice. And what about you, Shruti?
I think I'm with Delhi today because They have been playing really well. Like since they changed their name from 2018, they have been doing pretty well. Last year, they were very close to winning. They got into finals, but they lost to Mumbai. So I think that Delhi team is a pretty good team, and yeah, they'll probably win today and probably win the IPL also. They are definitely gonna qualify. They are playing pretty well. So yeah.
Adding one more thing, Punjab is basically, the new RCB. Whoever leaves RCB goes into Punjab. So another reason for me to support Punjab.
Well, interesting choice there, but yet again, our analysts do have a different team to support. So it's good to see that the rivalry is still going on, and let it continue. We'll have a post-match analysis, obviously, after the game. But that's it for today. A good game. RCB winning their third game, and Kolkata unfortunately losing their last game. So tough game, but we did enjoy a lot. So thanks, guys, for joining
Yeah.
in.
Thank you. Thank you, Vansh. Thank you, Shruti.
So thank you, Costa. Thank you, Ansh.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.